and give it a few seconds for everything to start recording. Hello, and welcome to the CorranCast Variety Hour with Corran and Batmouse, Valentine's Day special. I'm your host, Corran, and with me is Batmouse.
Hey, howdy, hey.
All right. So Batmouse, question for you today. Star Wars has some interesting romances. What are some of your favorite Star Wars romances?
So obviously the relationship between C-3PO and R2-D2, very high on my list. That is the greatest odd couple that I can think of. Luke and Leia, lower on my list. Han and Leia, great romance. Yeah, that reminded me very much of the bickering between my parents, back and forth. That it's love, but I might have to shoot you a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, R2. That is interesting. R2 and 3PO. Like, I feel like if the movies came out, if the original trilogy came out today, and you had characters like that, there would be more shipping of those two, and they actually haven't for male coded pairs like that. They compared with a lot of other stuff. They haven't been shipped. I will say, I'm on the record for loving The Last Jedi. I will say that I was a little upset that they did not make my ship of Poe and Finn canon, or at least make Poe be a gay character, because I feel like he was there was something there, but
there was tension. That lip bite. I'm a big fan of Bro Dameron.
Yeah.
There's also there's nothing wrong with a Jay and Silent Bob type relationship either, just hetero life mates.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's true. Yeah. I mean, yeah. That is something about shipping that is like a little, that is like, it's why like sometimes like I gut reaction, like, oh, why does everything have to be romantic? Why can't people just be friends? Mm-hmm. But also there's certain types of relationships, same-sex relationships or non-traditional relationships that maybe don't get a lot of representation in media. And so people who are of those orientations or of those preferences, since they don't see themselves, they have to kind of project it. And that's not their fault. But and it can be fun, and it can be fun. But I don't know. I really felt like I don't know. I really felt like Poe was specifically a character that I wish was not straight. But maybe, I don't know. Maybe we'll find out later that he's bi.
I mean, he does have an X-wing. It does do the splits. It could happen.
Yep. And honestly, I am a fan of the theme of this week's first segment. I am a fan of the Anakin Padme relationship. Which scene is it? I think it's this one. So, Anakin and Padme, what I love about them, first of all, I love how cringe they are. Because honestly, like, anyone who's ever been in a relationship, anyone who's ever been in a romance knows how cringe it really is. Like, you say dumb things, you say cringy things, you say, I mean, especially like as a teenager, which, I mean, I know that they're like in their early 20s, but people who are in their early 20s are basically just teenagers, right?
Well, absolutely. But like, you also have to remember, Anakin is, the only person he's ever loved was Padme. He didn't spend a lot of time, hanging around trying to pick up other space angels, as far as we see. So,
Okay, I know that I just messed up the whole picture everywhere because things aren't working the way that I thought they would. Okay. So that okay. Is it gonna survive? Is it gonna work? Okay. Oh man. Okay. I'm just gonna trust that everything. No, that's not right either. If I do this, will it send you away? Okay.
I can be away because I can still see.
Yeah, for some reason
if you need to put me in the corner, it'll be okay.
Okay, so when I maximize the window, it makes you disappear. But if I don't maximize the window, then it's not cropped appropriately. So we get the lines. There we go. Okay. Oh, nope. Now you're gone again.
That's all right.
Okay. Here, I'll just I'm definitely not editing any of this out because this
absolutely no. This is part of the labor of love of what you do.
Yeah.
You know, I just feel like maybe we'll make the card of the Homer talking to the penguins. Oh
yeah, es mi primera dia. Yes.
Es mi primera dia.
All right. Okay, so quotes to cards is a very basic title for the segment, which we did in the first episode. A lot of Star Wars cards are based on quotes, and yeah, this is one of those. So our first quote. These are all themed around the Padme and Anakin relationship. First quote from Anakin: "Are you an angel?" What would the card "Are you an angel" do?
Oh, "Are you an angel" is obviously it's very much a if a battle was just initiated here, may deploy Padme from hand or reserve deck for free because his angel is coming to rescue him.
Okay. So if it's that, if we're building off of that, because I feel like that feels like part of a teamwork interrupt. So is the "Are you an angel" the teamwork interrupt? That's the question.
Yes, because that's we have the Han and Leia
right. It's the I know. Yeah. So it's so is it used or lost, or is it just lost?
Used or lost. I mean, those characters suffer from power creep when they're together, so I don't want to give it a used portion of add a battle lesson. I feel like that's more a lost, but then it needs a second lost function to make it even playable otherwise.
Yeah. So angel. So Anakin's dumb when he asks that question. What's a dumb thing that Anakin does? Yeah, let's see. So if Padme and Anakin are in battle together, add 2 battle destiny, which that'll be insane because Padme's already adding an attrition destiny, and Anakin is adding a battle destiny if he's the Jedi version. So you're getting 4 destiny and an attrition.
Right, but it's love. It's
Right. Well, yes. This is the greatest love story ever. And then okay, I got the other. I've got a like a tacked on lost function that would work, or cancel Vader's game text. Just give it the Padme. Give it the Padme text, so it's if Pat or it's if a battle was just initiated, or where you have Anakin may deploy Padme from reserve deck for free, if or if Padme and Anakin battle together, add 2 battle destinies, or cancel Vader's game text for remainder of turn.
Yeah, because you could just spam that card. Let's give it a super low like Destiny though. Or
Yeah,
wait,
yeah,
are we
yeah,
trying
yeah.
to- let's make it Destiny 2.
You could even make it a Destiny 1 because it's episode 1.
An episode 1 Destiny 1. But their love story is really in 2.
That's true. That's true. But the quote is, but Are You an Angel is from 1. So I don't know. Yeah, 1 or 2. We'll let playtesting decide.
Sure. Design, just stop by, listen to our episodes. We'll give you all the juice.
All right. So I truly, deeply love you, which is there's a lot of lines in Attack of the Clones that are like those like cheesy like teenager lines that when I saw it when I was 14, I thought were the greatest. It was basically Shakespeare.
You were taking notes. You were ready to use these.
And I truly, deeply love you was one of those. Okay, so this feels like an effect because when she says that, it has an effect on their relationship. That is her and him admitting, that they can't not fall in love, that they can't not be together or whatever. So I think it's an effect.
I agree. I will take effect for this.
I wonder, should it be, although this is,
You know what we haven't had in quite a while?
What have we not had?
A really great Utini effect.
Utini effect. Okay. I was thinking that it should be either an Utini effect or an immediate effect, something that's like if you're in certain situations. So what are you thinking with that?
Utini effect, I truly deeply love you. They have to move together.
Okay.
Or so it deploy. That would actually make
deploy
it an immediate effect.
Deploy on a Naboo site.
Uh-huh.
And then, Anakin and Padme are not on Naboo. And then if both characters are present, with Utini effect, lose whatever the verbiage is, lose Utini effect, or do we want to lose? Are Utini effects always lose Utini effect and
retrieve force or restore something, or let's make it take something out of the deeply part. Let's make it take something out of the lost file.
Okay.
Like a Destiny 1 or 2 interrupt, perhaps.
Okay. I like that. And you could do, and I mean, there's some that are like, control tunnel vision. Right. And that's like reminiscent of Harvest, which, they go to, that's when they meet Owen and Beru.
Mm-hmm. I like that. I like the synergy of that. Let's make it let's make it a Harvest, but only for interrupts. Okay.
Yeah. So, I've got it. Okay. Target 2 characters, 1 male, 1 female, not on Naboo, or deploy on Naboo. Target 2 characters, not on Naboo, 1 male, 1 female. When those 2 reach immediate effect, then you do a harvest. So you get retrieve any 2 cards for if characters are
Anakin
and Padme.
Okay.
I know that the male female thing is a little heteronormative, but I mean it is based off of those 2.
Right.
Yeah.
I like that. Oh, all right. Make it immune. Let's give it immune to alter, so that
immune to alter. Yeah. All right. So I've got one more. See, I never know how long these things are going to go because, like, I had like 10 of them last time, and it was it was not nearly enough.
We had like 40 minutes.
And then now I've got 3 this time, and we're flying through them. But that's okay. We've got a long second segment, and if it's less than an hour, we'll just put 15 minutes of commercials in.
I mean, the Tarkentown tourism is still calling.
Yeah, I also forgot to write any fake commercials. So yes, we're still sponsored by. We're sponsored by. Oh well, no, I got one. I'll say it in between segments.
I have the next
so
one
hold
ready.
me like you did on Naboo. When all there was our love.
Hold me like you did on Naboo. Paint me like one of your French girls, Jack. Which is my favorite, like, Christmas picture pose with my family. I will lay across the table while all my cousins sit behind me and hit a paint me like one of your French girl, Jack pose. Hold me like you did on Naboo. Ooh. I kind of want to build an objective, but I don't know if... I mean, we could build an objective for their love.
That's true.
The objective is love. Hold me like you did on Naboo.
When all there was our love.
Is the backside.
Is the backside. Okay. So this would you would deploy a Tatooine location and so deploy like slave quarters and Theed Palace throne room. Would be what you would start the game with, because that's where both of them start, right?
Right. And then download a Naboo location.
Yeah. So how do we get them to? And we want to move. And the idea is that you move the queen from Naboo to Tatooine.
So we can do that with docking bays or systems.
Yeah.
I also want Naboo like Lake Country exterior location. Now we're making whatever we want.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So start the throne room and start the throne room and I know. Start the throne room and the slave quarters. Mm-hmm. And then you can download give a way to download the Lake Country and
make it that doesn't a Naboo let's just make it Naboo locations.
Make it Naboo locations. Okay.
Yeah.
And then just say once per game may relocate from Naboo to Tatooine.
Yeah.
Or maybe is there like a Naboo private could we do like a Naboo private platform that will relocate to Tatooine? No,
I mean, you have the Naboo docking bay. Let it start. Lake Country. Let like WAP, right? WAP gets to start 3 location: Lake Country, throne room, slave quarters, and then you can download docking bays so you can transit.
Or maybe we throw out the Tatooine theme. You know what hasn't had an actual objective that's actually like a thing is traveling from Coruscant to Naboo as refugees, like they do in episode 2. So maybe it's a Coruscant location that you start at, and then you have to move, sort of like Hidden Path. Like you start at one location, then you have to move to another location, which will then be able to relocate you to, so like just call it like Coruscant Transport Hub, and or something, whatever that. I'm sure there's a canonical name for that, and then just use that site as like a if if your virtual set 30 objective on table, you know, Padme and Anakin may move between here and any location. And then you flip
while together.
Yeah. And maybe and again, like, you know, playtesting, smarter people than us can decide if it's too powerful, turn the knob, if it needs to be once per game or whatever. But then like let them relocate between there and another location. And then it flips if you move them to Naboo. Right. Or if they're together on Naboo. And so then you could like it could be, because we haven't had like a no flip objective for a while, because it would also be kind of fun to just have and thematic for Anakin and Padme to be supposed to go off to Naboo, but instead they go and jump around and fight in all the battles on the.
I was going to say they wind up on Geonosis in the arena.
Exactly. So that's what you, and you give bonuses when it flips. I don't know.
Yeah. You can retrieve, pull lightsabers. I don't know. This is a Valentine's Day episode, so let's make it all love and let them do
I know. Your battle, since we have that crazy Battle Destiny adder card, your Battle Destinies may not be canceled or limited.
And that card is Destiny +3.
And yes. There we go.
Boom. Mission accomplished, boys.
And you may not deploy characters with ability except for Padme and Anakin.
Everything else is droids, but now like R2D2, like they need to make like R2D2 with GAT, where R2D2 running around like shooting people.
Well, yeah, like the episode. I mean, first of all, they have never made an R2D2 with rocket boosters, right?
Yeah, or did they give him an arc welder once?
I mean, arc welder is a card. I don't know if there's been like a permanent device R2, but like an R2 with land speed of 3 or whatever, may move as react, something like that, and then a 3PO, and then a 3PO with blaster rifle. Because that's what we get. Yeah. I'm liking this.
Liking this. Yeah.
Okay. So, this week's episode is sponsored by, and this is a bad joke. This week's episode is sponsored by Star Wars Squarespace. If you want to make a HoloNet website, use their simple drag and drop tools. Also, StarWarsStamps.com for if you hate going to Anchorhead to pick up your power converters. I don't know. Anyway, that's all for that.
It was better than the Endor Adventure. It's a whole thing. Endor Adventures is great. I'd stay away from the barbecue offered by the little furry guys. Soylent Greenish. But great souvenirs. Pick up all the Stormtrooper helmets you want.
All right. And for our second segment on the Valentine's Day special, we have Star Wars CCG speed dating. So, Batmouse, why don't you explain what's happening here?
So, Star Wars CCG speed dating is the odd couple of our characters coming together. Maybe they have a quick little adventure, a quick little chat, but then they have to decide what they would do on their date. So, what would those character cards do together?
All right, and so behind the scenes, I came up with 10 light side characters. Batmouse came up with 10 dark side characters, and and my lovely wife Molly put them together. I said I did my part of the PowerPoint, and then she added all of Batmouse's characters to this PowerPoint. So Batmouse and I do not know these pairings going in. So let's see what we've got for our first one. All right. So we have Pusamir Thriss and Erica. So they probably met in Jabba's palace. This is convenient.
Absolutely.
They Pusamir is maybe Erica's like under the she hears that Pusamir won't shut up about these friggin' Tabana gas mines on Cloud City. And Erica, she at this point is trying to find, she's trying to go undercover so she can kill Luke. So she shows like a little too much interest in Cloud City because she heard Luke was there. I don't know what else we got.
But because Erica is one of the dancing girls, Pusamir also just following her around all the time, and he is talking about the Tabana gas, like, and then she bring Cloud City, and he goes, oh yeah, I've been to Cloud City, and he just drones on about that time he just locked his locked the shirt off his back in the casinos on Cloud City.
And so they met, and no, they didn't just meet on Jabba's palace. They met in Star Wars CCG speed dating. Like she, for some reason, she was like, I'm gonna have a fun night because you think of Mara Jade as a very fun person, but like they both, she went to a speed dating night just to see if she could get a quick hookup, and then she runs into this nerdy guy who she didn't realize they worked at the same place.
And now he sees her at work.
He sees her at work like every day, and he keeps coming up to her. He's like super clingy, talking to her about how they should go off on a trip to Cloud City together.
And and she will try to force push him away, is what she do. Gentle nudge. So if Arca with Pusamir Thriss may make opponent use 1-4 to move him away.
All right. Who's next? We've got Jarrus Janik and Kylo Ren. So when I came up with my list, I actually used the I crowdsourced it to the Ohio Star Wars CCG group chat, and Carl recommended this guy. Kylo Ren. I don't even know. What would Kylo Ren be like on a date, period? I don't even know.
He's very brooding, and he's very angry, and he's obsessed with the past, which is great because Jarrus Janik, obviously,
he's from the past.
Yeah. And works for his grandma. I could tell you stories about your grandmother that would curl your ears.
Well, he probably knew Anakin at least a little bit. I don't know about.
I don't know if he survived, but yeah.
Also, I don't know what this card does.
Jarrus Janik,
it says also he also works with Leia.
Yeah.
So he knows. Yeah, he probably actually got. I know we're moving away from the speed dating conceit, but this was like Leia probably was like, my son, you might get along well with my son.
Yeah, and, very much so.
And introduced them. I
feel like you like helmets. He's got a helmet. You two should hang out together.
Well, it might also be like an opposites attract thing, because I feel like although Kylo Ren is very like intense, he also kind of always came off as like sort of like an emo kid kind of thing, like a creative type. And then this guy is like military. So it's like he can, if they get together, like he's the one that's like making sure that the house stays cleaned. He's doing the budget and everything.
Yeah, he's very regimented. Yeah.
And then Kylo is like leaving his underwear on the floor and all this stuff, just playing video games all the time. But just occasionally he says something that's like really sweet and makes it all worth it.
He comes around the corner. Hey.
Yep, exactly.
Exactly. Yep. I can't even.
All right. Now this is an interesting pairing here. We have Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader.
This is great. This is great that these two wound up paired together.
Oh man.
And it's even the correct Darth Vader with the correct Obi-Wan.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So
there's obviously a well-defined bromance between these two. So now they're meeting up older on Tatooine, like they already did once again.
Mm. So first of all, I've always said, I'll just get this out of the way and then we can actually joke about stuff. But I have always said that I really wanted a story where Darth Vader comes to Tatooine to free the slaves and teams up with Obi-Wan and sort of has like a moment where it's like you kind of think maybe Darth Vader can be redeemed, but then so they like kind of reluctantly team up and it's like almost like the way things used to be, and then obviously, you know, either Darth Vader crosses the line or Obi-Wan or something, or they realize that it can't be that way and then they part ways. Everyone would hate that story, but it's a story that I've always liked, or it's an idea that I've always had. But no, this is okay. So this is what this is. This is when you go to speed dating and you sit down and you're across from your ex.
Yeah, that was going to be my thought.
Yeah. This is them, and like they don't even like they don't even like, they're like, oh my gosh, I
can't believe you're here.
I can't believe you're here. Like I
don't know how you wound up in my neighborhood.
Right. Yeah. And then also like they're kind of embarrassed that they're even at the speed dating place. So they're like, oh man, I never come to these things. These things are so stupid, right?
I'm only here because like things have been really busy at work.
Right.
I have on a whole space station. It's a lot.
Like, yeah, this kid Luke, he wanted me to come with him. I'm a friend of his uncle's, and he technically couldn't get in without somebody over 21, and he's really pining over this girl that's totally out of his league. And I think between you and me, she might be his sister. Vader's like, oh yeah, I'm here with Tarkin.
Grand Moff Tarkin's just over in the corner, like, but for some reason he's super senile, so he winds up talking to the head of IG-88 that is part of the cantina.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Don't get me started on Grand Moff Tarkin sitting across from Luke. We might have that one later. But then just when the speed dating timer thingy is about to go off, they both kind of remember why they loved each other in the first place, but it's just too late. It's time to move on to the next person.
It's just a love that could never happen.
Mm-hmm. All right.
A lot of heat.
Owen and Beru looking for a third with Boba Fett.
I love that Owen and Beru are the swingers of Tatooine.
Yeah, of course. I mean, if there's one couple that in all of Star Wars that would be swingers, it would be Owen and Beru, right?
And I just feel like in the end it's just gonna be Boba Fett burning them.
No, so I'm thinking the opposite. This is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that Boba Fett is like the younger guy. Like this is maybe like a little bit younger than where they're pictured. So this is like Owen and Beru when they're like maybe 5 years after Revenge of the Sith, which would make Boba Fett like in his early 20s. And he's like, at this point, he's gone almost like full like Din Djarin Mandalorian. Like he never he never takes his helmet off. This is the time, because this is where the idea that Mandalorians never take their helmets off is because of Boba Fett. Like that's where that reputation came from. But we know that when he was a kid, him and Jango both took their helmets off all the time. And also, like when you see him later in life, he doesn't have his helmet on a lot of the time. So it must have been this era, when he was kind of coming into his own, that he never took his helmet off. So like these two are like, yeah, that's right. And he's like, I didn't know that you could do speed dating with two people. I've never tried anything like that. And then, one thing leads to another. They end up back at Owen and Beru's farm, and they give Boba Fett the best night of his life.
And then he blasts off with the rocket because that's what happens.
Yep, exactly. Yep. And he never feels the need to take off his helmet again.
No. I was able to keep the helmet on. It was great. I'm gonna do this like I was wearing a turtleneck sweater the entire time.
All right. So we've got single mother Cal Sindra's and crime lord CEO Jabba the Hutt. Now this is not speed dating. This is one of those. This is like that old. I don't know if it even still exists, but like that dating website that stand-up comedians talked about from years ago. There was like It's Just Lunch, where you meet up with where you get paired with somebody and you have like a 20-minute lunch date together, because Cal she's like. Yeah, she's a single mother. She just, she finally got the, what's the kid's name?
Kid
Keedcack. Yeah, she finally got Kid Keedcack to go, go get a job on a starship or something for a little while, do a shift or whatever. I don't know what Kid Keedcack does. Chase some short people.
Big power, catch things. Sure.
And then Jabba, Jabba can pretty much do whatever he wants, but
he wants someone that doesn't know his immediate life. He just wants someone to see him for him.
Exactly.
And all his sloppy goodness, and look at the size of his tongue.
So he shows up and he doesn't look anything like his picture. And she's he's like, it's actually a picture from the Bunta race in episode 1.
Right, where he was way more put together there.
Yeah.
He kind of let himself go.
Yeah, she kind of tries to. She's disappointed, but she kind of tries to hide it a little bit. She actually liked him because her username is KFC. And his is JTH. So she liked just using the initials.
Yeah. It was something they could bond over.
Yeah.
For sure.
They met up in the Mos Eisley Cantina. And the modal nodes are playing, and KFC is like, man, these guys are pretty good, but have you heard that Max Rebo band? And Jabba's like, yeah, because he still doesn't want to reveal that he's Jabba the Hutt. But he's like, right. I know them.
In passing, yeah. I'm
not
too familiar with them.
Yeah. Cy Snoodles, and all them, yeah. And it's like, oh my gosh, Cy Snoodles?
Oh, he's my favorite.
And then they end up, falling in love and living happily ever after.
That's our end goal here, folks. Is we just want these characters to find their true happiness.
They actually pair really well. I wasn't sure how this game was going to go, but we've had a few really good pairings. I think those two have what it takes.
Yeah, absolutely. They can make it. They can go the distance.
All right. So I will say I intentionally put Lightside Mara Jade in, knowing that you would definitely put Amara on your list. I was really hoping that they would end up paired with each other.
Okay, so I will say Kylo Ren was on my list, specifically hoping you would put Ben Solo on the list for the same reason.
Oh man.
Yeah. The yin yang of just loving themselves.
All right, so Mara and Shelley Afra, which if Mara Jade was created today, she would definitely be bisexual.
Absolutely.
I think 100% she would be bisexual. And Dr. Afra actually is, I believe, she's either gay or she's bisexual. I forget, but she is one of the characters that always comes up when you talk about LGBT Star Wars characters. So that's fun. And she's also a character that has played on both sides of the Force. I mean, the card hasn't, but so yeah, so the card though is obsessed with droids for some reason. And Mara
was obsessed with Luke.
With Luke. Yeah. Well, hopefully.
But this is one where they've actually they've run across each other in the past. Just in passing though.
Yeah,
they've run across each other, and this is an old like coworker you have to flirt with a little bit, and then you happen to be raiding the same tomb at the same time, looking for something.
Right.
And
honestly, I think Dr. Afra might be the Mara Jade of the Disney universe. Like she's the closest to a like breakout strong female character that was created outside of the movies or outside of the whatever, outside of the visual video.
Yeah, outside of the like
live action
movie,
let's say live action or cartoons, whatever that whole, it's like that primary world of, well, we can call it the expanded universe, even if it's the new it's the new canon expanded universe. But
the legendary universe that it was.
Yeah, but because Afra obviously came from the comic books. But yeah, I think they would get along pretty well. I think that they could. I feel like so this is deviating a little bit from the format, but I feel like this is if you had a. Like, you know how Mara dated Lando for like 5 minutes in the expanded universe?
What?
Yeah, during like I think it was during like the Black Fleet crisis. Like it was in that sort of in between. It was like
post. Yeah, they had a brief romantic flirtation.
Yeah. Post Jedi Academy, pre Hand of Thrawn era, like, which is I don't know. It's an era that I read 4 or 5 books from last year, so it's all fresh in my mind. But like I feel like, in that, like one day Mara and Lando just kind of show up to they just kind of show up and they're together, and I feel like this is the thing. Like you'd have the next story, the next movie, whatever, and Mara and Afra would be a couple. And just like not no real like explanation of their like
of how they got together. Right.
Maybe they met, maybe they were friends or whatever, but they would just sort of show up and they would officially be a couple. I feel like because they're both kind of no nonsense. And they're both kind of no nonsense, and they're both really strong-willed. Like if they want something, they'll take it. And so, yeah, I think these two would go together really well.
I think that was a great pairing.
All right. I like this. I like where this is going here.
Yeah, they are definitely going to be inputting some data together.
Brainiac and Forlom. Yes. Man, both of them kind of have like heads that look similar.
I mean, they're definitely processing this data together super hard.
Yeah.
Lovebot Forlom. For love.
So they, yeah.
For love.
So Brainiac, first of all, has no issue dating a droid. He's actually kind of dated like 6 or 7 of them in the past, including a mining droid once, which was a little weird.
And an early 90s printer.
Yeah, exactly. Forlom, he just I mean, his relationship with Zuckuss wasn't romantic, but it was intense.
Yes.
And they've kind of parted ways at this point. Forlom has always like looked for ways to become more human, and so he is trying to learn to love.
Yeah.
And Brainiac is open to that. He's smart enough to understand, the ways of the world. I think Brainiac. I don't think there's anything about Brainiac that is like he's only good at numbers stuff. Like, I think he actually is just real smart.
He's just very intelligent. And he was very happy with Forlom's username being For Love.
For love, I like that a lot. Yeah, it says Boshek says that he's the brains. Yeah, okay, yeah. These two also work really well together,
right?
All right, Admiral Trench and L3. Okay, so this is kind of like Kylo and Jarrus Janek, where they're like kind of opposites attract. Because Admiral Trench
looks like a giant scary spider. Yeah.
Well, yeah. But he's like a huge capitalist. Admiral Trench voted for Trump. But he doesn't necessarily agree with everything that Trump has to say.
That's the party he grew up with.
But that's the party. Maybe he didn't vote for Trump in 2024, but he voted for Trump in 2016 at least.
Right.
And then L3, she voted Jill Stein.
Such a deep dive.
So they, their politics don't align, but they do both enjoy working with droids. So that's something. It's like they're like that one guy and his Republican wife, the bald guy, the one that was on Crossfire. Oh man. I'm gonna Google it real fast. All the pictures are gonna disappear. Let's see, bald guy,
Republican wife,
Crossfire. And I also spelled bald wrong. James Carville. Okay. Anyway, it actually, I think you can see it, but it changed your picture to my Google search. So that worked out pretty well.
I was the Google search for a moment there. That was pretty great.
I don't know if it'll show in the, well, I guess I can change it. Cause like I actually put I put the actual recording over your postage stamp usually when I edit, but I guess I could just take that part out and just stick with what we can see on the video.
I don't even think this should be edited. I think just roll with it. It's been a great episode so far.
All right. Yeah. But yeah, we got that. Okay. And I didn't destroy your image again. All right. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. They're one of those couples. It's one of those like couples. One of my favorite Saturday Night Live sketches of the last year it was probably 5 years ago now, but it was called like That Couple That You Have No Idea Why They're Together. Definitely worth looking up, but that's them. All right. Ayla Sakura and Aura Singh.
I need to pause for a moment. Sorry, okay. Give me 1 second.
Hey, well, I'll just vamp then.
Hi, how are you? I'm in the middle of my episode. I'm okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay with you. I love you. Bye.
That was short.
Yeah,
I,
super short.
I didn't. I was going to vamp, but instead we just listened to you talk. Um, so Ayla Sakura and Aura Singh, interesting.
Oh,
We
perfect.
definitely, yeah, we definitely made sure to include ladies on our list, which is always good. Because I will admit that my first list that the Ohio team sent me
Mhm.
had 2 women on it, and I was like, I should probably have more than 2 women. I think that's including, no, it had Mara and it had KFC, so it had 3 women if you count Baru.
Mhm.
She's half of a person, but yeah, Ayla Sakura and Aura Singh. This is interesting. They're similar to. I mean, they give me similar vibes to Mara and Afra.
Oh yeah,
they're
because
both.
they're both bosses. They're both they're both high energy.
I feel like
I love that. And they
there's a
have a
little bit of
similar
awkward.
upbringing.
There's a little bit of awkwardness because of
Aura Singh killing Jedi.
Well, yeah. I mean, their politics don't align. No, yeah, Aura, she's a Jedi, and Aura Singh kills Jedi. Yes, I was gonna say Aura Singh has some problems with Ayla's religion. She doesn't really like they try to just ignore it. When it comes around the Jedi holidays, they
They don't bring it up,
try
but
to,
she's always whenever somebody asks about Ayla, it's always a yeah, but she's one of the good ones.
yeah. It's okay. It's okay. She voted for Bail Antilles.
Right.
That was the person that Chancellor Palpatine ran against. For those looking for the deep, I'm pretty sure that's right. Yeah, she voted for Bail Antilles. It's okay. She voted for Yoda.
She voted Yoda.
Yeah, she was good in, I was there at her confirmation hearings. I don't know how this is. I don't know how this lines up with the politics, but you're right. And then Ayla's like, and then Ayla, like, they're find out that she's dating Aura Singh, and first of all, people are like, you're a Jedi, you're not allowed to date people, and then Ayla's like, it's okay, it's fine, don't worry about it, and then they're like, oh yeah, whatever, yeah, oh yeah,
the hand wave.
Hand wave, exactly. And then they're like, also, you're dating someone that murders Jedi.
She's one of the good ones.
She's one of the good ones.
She's murdering the Jedi that are kind of weird in their own way.
Look, really, if you think about it, both sides are really at fault.
I mean, there's heroes on both sides. Just saying, there's heroes and villains on both sides.
It is really interesting how much politics does come into play with these relationships.
I mean, politics is a thing that happens in relationships.
All right, so we've got Galen Erso and Asajj Ventress.
This is pre-redeemed Asajj, by the way. Pre-redeemed
yes.
Asajj.
Yeah. Well, was she ever really redeemed? I mean, I guess she's
in the Tales of the
Jedi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess she saves the Jedi kid. Mm. Yeah, but she was also not that. I don't know. I don't know that she was. I mean, I guess she was an assassin, so she probably.
Either way, they're both disenfranchised with the people they used to work for.
That's true. Yes, that's the truth.
That's how they bonded. They both were telling horror stories of the people that they worked with and for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, Asajj Ventress, she actually was it's little known. She's actually Jyn Erso's mother.
This is the character that played Jyn Erso's actual mother. She adopted Jyn after a terrible fight.
Right. Yeah,
it really ruptured that relationship. It was terrible.
Yeah, something like that.
But she did treat her like she was her. Also, Asajj, not really maternal. She probably also just like
right.
It was probably over something like somebody left a glass of milk on the counter and not in the sink. The cup was next to the sink because they were thinking, oh well, maybe I'm gonna get another glass, but then they didn't.
Yep, and that was the last straw. Yep.
And then she just walked out the door and never came back. And then now Jyn Erso's got a new mom.
Okay, and looks like we've got one more, because I only had 10 and Batmouse had 11, so we've got one more here.
I have number 11, Bane Malar, because let's be real, folks. This is the only way you're going to get somebody to read your mind.
He's very good at talking to women because he can mind scan.
Yep. And that's the only way he's going to be able to read your mind, folks. Just saying. All
right. So we're just shy of an hour. So that's I think this will be a good place to wrap it up. I will say Bane Malar, who is our card of the week. I have never felt more guilty about a GEMP request that I made. Because I feel like I requested, I was like very outspoken, like Bane Malar needs to be coded in GEMP so I can play him in my court deck. And like, because I used to play him in my court deck all the time. And then he got coded into GEMP. I played him one time and I was like, wait, he sucks. He's a poised for 4 and has a forfeit of 3. So even in court, he's a 3 with a forfeit 5, which is not good enough for court. And he's power 1 and yeah.
He's
really
hard.
He's
power 1 until he reads somebody's mind, and then he knows everything.
You play more alternative formats than me. Is he any good in like is he in sealed?
He is not good. He is not good. He is great when you need a bounty hunter to do the thing. Mm-hmm. I could think of a place where I want Bane Malar to be with Boba Fett.
Mm-hmm.
And just like, I just want to scan the Lando, and now I have 4 battle scenes.
But if you're playing JPSD, if you're playing Jabba's Palace Seal deck, he's probably making the deck, right?
Yeah, because he's gonna scan off the Lando too.
Yeah, he'll scan off the Lando. He draws Destiny on his own. He has Destiny, and he's all of that, and he's Destiny 1. Like if he was Destiny, I think if he was Destiny like 3, like it would not Destiny 2, but if he was Destiny 3, I think he might be almost playable. Also, if his deploy and forfeit were better.
I say that we need a bounty hunter with printed forfeit less than 5 to be Destiny +1 helper card. Or Destiny +2 if they're forfeited 3 or less, printed 3 or less.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So like
those low forfeit bounty hunters are rough.
Yep.
Because that would make IG88 EPP IG88 I think is a forfeit 3.
Yeah, so he'd be 7/5.
All right. Well, let's go back to the desk. And thanks everyone for watching. This has been the CorranCast Variety Hour featuring Corran and Batmouse Valentine's Day special. You doing anything special for Valentine's Day with your lady?
I will make her dinner, and I will try and show her all of my love, and I will go make sure to pick up flowers so I do not get left for leaving my glass of milk on the side of the sink and not putting it in the sink, even though I kind of wanted another glass of milk. All right.
Well, my wife and I, of course, we go to White Castle every Valentine's Day. They do table service. And you have to get reservations. We put in our reservations the day after they became available, like the 2nd or 3rd week of January, and there were only 2 spots left at the store.
Wow.
Yeah, it fills up. It fills up so fast, and post pandemic, I think only like a smaller number of the locations will do it. So that makes it even more crazy. But it's great. I always say you can go to a fancy dinner any night of the week. You can only get, or any night of the year, you can only get White Castle table service one night a year.
So I mean that's excellent. That's excellent. But yeah, and then next year, right? Next year the Super Bowl is on Valentine's Day for.
It is.
Yeah,
interesting.
I mean, I know for you that doesn't matter as much.
Does not matter at all.
but so obviously like February 13th is Sanchez Day, is the side chick day. So it's very funny to like wind up at a restaurant and like look over and see at people together and be like, oh yeah, that is definitely not his actual like girlfriend or wife. That is definitely his side chick. So Sanchez Day, February 13th, for those that don't know.
Okay, well, I'll keep that in mind. Not that would.
But
man, it's hard enough.
If you're out to dinner that night, just look around. You will find the best like odd couple pairings.
I will just say, and I mean, I know you can have arrangements. People have arrangements, and no judgment or anything. I will, and I mean, obviously cheating on your spouse is horrible, but also like that has to be so much work. Like it is so hard to keep like one relationship going. Like at any point, every part of the relationship is exhausting. Whether you just start dating or whether it's like you've like lived together forever or whether you're married or whether you're whatever, like it's so much work that like the idea of doing that with two people at the same time, I can't even fathom it.
Yeah. Mind blowing.
But I guess some people just have too much time on their hands.
Special note to our wives: we love you very much. There are no Sanchez. I will take you out on the 13th though if you want me to.
Yeah, I have no side chicks either. For the record, I do love Molly, and thank you, Molly, for making the slideshow for this week's episode. Until next time, good luck, have fun, and no reverts. There we go.